Hey, now for the news. Glad you can join us, and welcome to the P.G.M show. Hello, and welcome to the P.G.M show. I'm your host, Peter Gordon McKinnon. Welcome to episode 5 of The Last of Us HBO original series. And I'm gonna do a little bit differently here. I'm gonna give you the little blurb for the episode. And endure and survive, that's what it's called. On the streets of the newly free Kansas City, Henry fights to protect his brother from rebel soldiers. Kathleen doubles down on her quest for revenge, while Ellie forms a meaningful friendship with Sam. Enough said. We'll get into it in a moment. I'll be right back with you with episode 7 of The Last of Us HBO original series and the game scenes, which changed from the game to the series. As always, it is just brilliant, the show. So stay with me. I'll be right back. After getting the truck from Bill, I'm talking about the game here first. Ellie and Joel, they had this funny little joke, you could say, that Ellie gets the male nudity magazine. She finds it in the back seat and she looks at it and she jokes about it and she thinks, oh, what's this sticky stuff? And she's just kidding. So that scene was in this amazing series, amazing episode, of course. Anyway, and then Joel's awkward. She throws it out the window, saying, "See you later, dude. Just fucking with you, Joel," and that kind of stuff. You know that. Everybody's played the game and watched the scene on The Last of Us, HBO original series. Anyway, then they get attacked when they're coming into Kansas City, and because they're on the way to basically search out the Fireflies. That's the whole premise of the story of Ellie, really, is to actually find the Fireflies, to actually see what's going on, to see if there's they can help Ellie get the get the virus out of her, so they can have a cure. Basically, that's it. So, but we're not there yet. Where we are is that the car gets attacked, and then Joel runs this guy over, and this faction attacks Joel and Ellie, and Joel gets almost shot and killed with them coming at them, but he fends them off, kills them, and then they kill them and get away, and climb over things, and then they have to avoid this faction who are in this new Kansas. Anyway, when I'll cut a long story short here, because it is a long gaming process with Joel and Ellie trying to get away from this armored car and these people killing just innocent people, really, and really pillaging what they have on them and just neglecting them and just leaving them to just die, which is just cold-blooded, really. Anyway, they maneuver themselves around, and then they get caught once by this car, so they have to actually kills some of these horrid faction people, and then they get away from them, kill them, get away from the Makara, and skirt around this building, and then they hop into a apartment where there's a guy called Henry and a younger man called Sam.
Leave him alone. Oh, easy, son. Just take it easy. It's all right. They're not the bad guys. Lower the gun. Oh, man, you hit hard. Well, I was trying to kill you. Yeah, I thought you were one of them, too. Then I saw you. If you haven't noticed, they don't keep kids around. Survival of the fittest. Ugh. You're bleeding. Nah, it's just nothing. I'm Henry. This is Sam. I think I caught your name was Joel.
Ellie.
Instantly, Ellie says to Joel insistently that safety in numbers would be probably the best in this situation, as they have been attacked, with also Sam and Henry being attacked in this faction city of cutthroats and lunatics. And really, they just say, look, safety in numbers. Joel reluctantly says, yes, that will be, I think, yeah, okay, that's fine. We will go ahead with it. And Henry says, look, okay, I'll take you to a safe place.
Welcome to my office.
How long have you guys been holed up in here?
A few days. We found a bit of food, though.
Here. Blueberries. Found a whole stash of them. You want some? No. Hey, man, relax. We're safe. So why haven't you left? Been waiting for the right opportunity. Yeah? Here. Check this out. Look at these sons of bitches. Every day they congregate down there, guarding that damn bridge. Come nighttime, it's down to a skeleton crew. After sunset, that's our window. Most of them gone, sneak right past them. That could work. Oh, it'll work. It'll definitely work. Wow.
All right, ready?
Ow!
Blueberry hurt you?
It's been a while since that boy even cracked a smile. She doesn't seem bothered by all this. So where were you heading? Where the Fireflies are based on west somewhere. We're gonna join up with them. Something funny?
Oh, it just seems like there's a lot of people putting their stock on the Fireflies these days.
Yeah, maybe there's a reason for that.
So you don't know where they are. You're just gonna drag him across the country to find them.
I tell you what, how about I worry about my brother, you worry about your girl.
Easy. We're looking for the Fireflies, too.
This is us. There's an abandoned military radio station just outside the city. Any survivors from our group, they're supposed to meet us there tomorrow. You and your girl, you want to join us? It goes down tonight.
I guess we best rest up then.
building up a rapport with Sam. Ellie gets to know Sam as just a friend, and just they go from there. And this whole adventure in the game is just a beautiful friendship, be it ever so fleeting, but so rewarding for Ellie, as Sam is her age, about relatively about 14, I think, maybe younger. I'm not too sure on that. Somebody can comment down below. Anyway, if I'm wrong about their age. Anyway, with this rapport happening, there is that question that they are both looking for the Fireflies. One, I think Henry and Sam just want to actually be safe and survive and not be killed or bitten, really. I think that's both their plans, is not to be infected or being shot dead, and this world continues to seem as it is and was and is in the game, if you get what I mean, if you can track what I mean, anyway. And it's delightful to actually see Ellie getting along with someone her own age. She can pal around with, she can, be stupid with, just be a kid. And that is really good to see when Henry says and looks at the smile on Sam's face. Getting out of the place as they did in the wee small hours of the morning to disrupt or kill a skeleton crew manning this big fence line of guns and guards and so forth, and also with the guards shooting at clickers and affected, and just riling them up. They eventually get out, and when they try and get onto a truck, the ladder breaks on Joel, and Ellie just decides to jump where Joel is, because he can't get out or up onto the truck where Sam and Henry are. And Henry just says to Sam, "Come on, we gotta go, we gotta get out of here." Sam, reluctant in leaving Ellie and them behind, that they're gonna get killed by this armored vehicle. They just go, and then it's back to Joel and Ellie at that point, and then they have to survive and make their way around to get away from this armored vehicle. They eventually do that, but really they're dead against another obstacle, and that when they're running from, again, this armored vehicle coming for them and gunning them down in cold blood, that there is the bridge has been gone, well, dilapidated or damaged or wrecked or not there, or just a big hole in it, and there's a torrent running like a huge rapid river, and Ellie decides to jump because there is nothing else to do. Joel says, wait, man, come on, we can work around this. There's nothing for it, so Joel has to jump in after her because Ellie can't swim, and so he does that. They jump in. The next minute is Joel is punching Henry again, because Henry and Sam left, and Joel think that's the betrayal. And then Ellie explains to Joel, if it wasn't for Henry, they would be dead. That's the whole story. So Joel calms down, and they go searching for supplies, and then they continue on their journey. So with this whole entire journey, with Sam and Henry and Joel and Ellie, we see the majority of the whole entire storyline revolve around Ellie and Sam more being friends and just being kids and enjoying this whole kids feeling friendship. And that's, if you can call it, it's probably not a word, but the whole dynamic of the game and storyline changes because we're so engrossed with their friendship and them having a good time in a world of clickers and disease and factions that are after them or hunt them down just for getting things off their body, when they're dead. This death and destruction, sadness, the survival of Henry and Joel is different. Is keeping these young people alive to Henry and Sam surviving this and going on to live a better life. With Joel and Ellie surviving every day and every night to actually get Ellie to the university, then to the Fireflies to actually figure out the vaccine for making things better of this world, which now they live in. They rearranged the scene in the game where Sam and Joel get trapped and they have to defend themselves or kill clickers and the infected in a hideout, almost a survival place underneath. It was like a concrete bunker and a pipeline, and they rearranged that in the series, and that came first when they're in this bunker, and Joel and Ellie and Sam and Sam and Ellie, and Henry and Joel were just resting up before they had to move on, and then Sam and Ellie were getting along like a house on fire, but with Henry saying his plan to Joel in the series. But this, in the game, it was entirely different. It was a survival for Joel and Sam to get out and meet back up with Ellie and Henry, who got separated because they were chased by clickers and infected. So that was completely changed, and you didn't see that. Of course, the gameplay and the storyline in the series, of course, had to change. Again, completely had to change, and for the better as well. So, and also with the other change, the other, I think, major change was with when they got to the houses and the sniper in the house. That was done. That in the game, it was daytime. When that happened in the series, it was at nighttime. And I'm just getting to it now. I mean, the whole other parts where they get free from that and they walk through the houses. I think they walk through the houses. And God, I should know about that. I should know about this. And then we get to that scene, and we will get to that scene. And I will. The parallel of the scene is just tremendous. Sad ending, but tremendous in its mirroring of this scene. Beautiful in its sadness, and brutal in its sadness, I must say. It makes me cry every time I see it and watch this. Joel killing these guys who were surrounding Sam, Ellie, and Henry to get to where Joel was, because he eventually got to the house and killed the guy who was actually snipering them behind anything, just to again kill them. Eventually Joel fired the last couple of shots, killing the guy with a Molotov cocktail and blowing up the armored vehicle with the factions, killing most of the faction off with the sniper rifle, and then killing the last of the affected off Sam and Henry, and getting them to safety before all the hordes of infected came for all of them. So they scampered off to safety for a water tower or a place where they could just be safe from harm and just rest up until their next journey. My next journey takes me to the episode 5 of The Last of Us. Now, again, I'm going to talk about the differences of this scene where Kathleen is holding court on this new Kansas City, and the hunt for Henry. But we see Henry in this episode and Sam in this episode. I think Sam is a lot younger than the Sam in the game, and again, it's great, it's fantastic, it's a stroke of genius. And also another stroke of genius is making Sam a deaf boy going through life with his other senses, where he has to actually really hone in to his brother's actions and thoughts and feelings, but really this is again it's a more of a loving sense of brotherly love. It's more of a survival in a brutal world where Kathleen wants to hunt Henry down because of her incessant need of finding her brother, who really she thought her brother was the stronger one, but really Kathleen was the strong one, and she accepts that when her second in command says that, no, you're the strong one, Kathleen. You know, your brother was strong, but not as strong as you, and she just gave that away and accepted it for what it was. But the old revenge comes into play here. The old betrayal. You shot my brother. I will kill you. I will hunt you down, no matter what. But the outline and the structure of this episode was so fantastic. It changed scenes to fit the whole narrative in the travelling of these survival of this journey. And really, again, you can see the essence of the game with Sam and Ellie getting to know each other as just being kids, just having fun in a world of pain and sorrow and survival. That's what I loved about it. Again, with having the essence of the game scenes, but turned on its head and turned around, and feeling like a stronger narrative, a stronger essence in these characters of the brotherhood of love, because the one being older and one being so young and being deaf, he had to actually realise that the world around him, he wasn't hearing anything, but he had to feel everything around him. He had to grow his own senses. That's more of a, don't take this the wrong way, more of a godsend really in it, that he was living through it with that what was it called? Impairment. I'll call it impairment. And that really spoke the emotional feelings for me in this episode. And the other one prior, that we meet Sam and Henry in episode 4. With going back a wee bit with them still hiding out in this loft attic, waiting for the good time to actually get through the new Kansas City men surrounding and looking for Henry and Sam to actually find a way through. But they were waiting on the doctor, and the doctor didn't come because Kathleen shot the doctor. So they had to move, and they had food, so it was just evident they had to move on. But they had to move on very quietly. So when their story of their journey, they got to a point where they saw Joel and Ellie in their point of view of them being attacked by this faction. That was brilliant. Anyway, with them meeting Sam and Henry back in the apartment, then them explaining that, we're not going to hurt you, but we need help to get out, of course. So they stuck together again, with Joel reluctantly getting to know Henry. It was just another case of a journey forward to get them to safety, to survive this onslaught of Kathleen. I know I'm probably talking around, parroting it around again and again and again, but it's so. I mean, if you haven't watched the HBO series, or if you haven't played the game, or just watched the storyline of The Last of Us, I think you're missing out on so much. A fantastic and gorgeous story. And what I mean by gorgeous, I mean it's brilliantly written, again with essence, Pete. Brilliantly done in the sense of the game, and the scenes have been changed to actually suit the storyline. The death of Tess was changed, but it made it better as a story through storyline, and but having the same essence of some of the scenes being told made sense. But again, with Bill and Frank's storyline being dramatically changed for dramatic sense of the word, was brilliant, because it just threaded that whole entire through line to a fantastic series, and how people survive and live and die in this world. I'm going to jump way ahead here, because my favourite scene was the night scene when they got out of the Kansas City part, New Kansas City, I should say, city part, and they went into the housing district, the suburbs of Kansas, and it was quieter. But really, the underlying sense of yes, we know what was going to happen because we saw it in episode 4, was the bloater coming out, but before that, having this peace and quiet, this darkness, that they were to get out of this this nightmare for Henry and Sam. They were going to be safe at last. They were going to survive, but really, who turns up is Kathleen and all this hordes of her faction wanting Henry's blood almost on a plate, or head on a plate, and possibly Sam's as well, because the revenge came out in Kathleen's head and eyes, and she wouldn't stop at nothing to actually kill Henry. Anyway, with that whole entire scene, even with the pin down of a sniper, Joel goes and finds the sniper, and Joel's pleading with this elderly guy, saying that don't do it, don't do it, don't, and the old guy dies at the hands of Joel because he's commanded by Kathleen, not Joel. It's orders really, and that was it. So the fact remains that Joel's up there with a sniper rifle, so he does his thing. But Henry again surrenders himself with Sam and Allie down by this car wheel, hiding out. And Henry pops up, says, "Don't worry about it. Everything's under control." Confronts Kathleen, and Kathleen calls him out and says that, "Why did you kill my brother?" and all this kind of stuff. And Henry's trying to talk himself out of it, or just saying, "Look, just take me, just let Sam go, and he's got nothing to do with this." And Kathleen's not listening to him, but all hell breaks loose when this big bloater and all again hordes of clickers and affected come out of the ground, and just gunfire, and factions are trying to, Kathleen's trying to capture Henry, and it's just a war of infected and clickers, and this big bloater, mauling people and biting people, and it's just mayhem among mayhem. It's a brilliant scene. It's just to finish off that, Kathleen comes up and points the gun at Henry, but she's attacked, killed by a clicker, or infected. She dies. Brilliant scene, brilliant death scene from Linsky. Absolutely awesome. So I really want to take you to the last sad ending of this beautiful but really sad and brutal scene, and it just makes me cry. It really does. It makes me weep in sadness. And here it is. Both of them.
I don't think anyone from my group is gonna show up.
Yeah.
Worst part about it all, explaining to Sam.
Well, it's safe to say those two have officially bonded. What are you doing?
Taking stock of all the food we found today.
I see. How are we doing on canned peaches?
Did Henry send you?
No. Why would Henry send me?
To make sure I'm not fucking up somehow.
I'd say we all did pretty good back there. Especially you. Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
that you're never scared?
Who says that I'm not?
What are you scared of?
Let's see. Scorpions are pretty creepy. Being by myself. I'm scared of ending up alone. What about you?
Those things out there. What if the people are still inside? What if they're trapped in there without any control of their body? I'm scared of that happening to me.
Okay. First of all, we're a team now. Okay, we're gonna help each other out. And second, they might still look like people, but that person is not in there anymore.
Henry says that they've moved on, that they're with their families, like in heaven. Do you think that's true?
I go back and forth. I mean, I'd like to believe it.
But you don't.
I guess not.
Yeah. Me neither.
Oh, almost forgot. There. If he doesn't know about it, he can't take it away. All right. I'm pooped. I'll see you tomorrow. Damn, that smells good.
Morning.
Where's Sam?
I let him sleep in for once.
Oh,
Well, if you want him to join us, you can go wake his ass up.
okay. Sam?
The hell? Shit, he's turning! That's my fucking brother! Screw it.
Shit!
Gotta get you all right.
Oh my god.
Sam?
Oh no.
Sam?
Henry? Henry, stay there. Henry?
What have you done?
I'm gonna get that gun from you, okay? Oh, okay, easy.
Is it your fault?
This is nobody's fault, Henry.
It's all your fault!
Henry! Henry, no!
Oh my god. I promise. Promise.
Easy, easy. Henry, give me the gun. Henry, give me the gun. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Henry, give me the gun. Give me the gun. Give me the gun, Henry. Give me the gun. Henry, no!
Again, that makes me weep in sadness. As I wrap this up, I know it's been a long one. I'm 45 minutes into this. I know I've probably given more detail, more parroting of a detail, and talking about it instead of reviewing it, besides my stuttering through it. But I love doing this. I love talking about this game. I love talking about it in this way. I love talking about now this Neon here in the side of the world series on HBO Max, The Last of Us, because it is so brilliantly told, written, directed by other directors, Neil Druckmann himself and Craig Mazin himself, and I love bringing this to you. I mean, this warrants, I think, even if you don't listen to this podcast, whatever you want to call it, I don't mind. I don't care. I just love bringing this to you. My thoughts on this. Henry and Sam's story is a beautiful story. It's told beautifully, but in sadness also. They didn't get to live their life, what they wanted to live. It was no fault of Sam's being bitten. Henry, I think, took the only road he could take because he couldn't take killing his brother, his younger brother. So he shot himself in suicide. And that is so sad that this episode was called, in part, Survival. And in that note, I will leave it there. It is sad. Maybe, yes, you didn't agree with me. That's fine. Maybe you did agree with me. Maybe you did listen to this. Maybe you didn't. That's okay. Again, I love bringing this to you on the P.G.M show, The Last of Us series, also in conjunction with The Last of Us game, the different aspects and essence of the changing of the scenes of the game to the series. It's just brilliant. The portrayal of Ellie and Joel, being played by Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey. Chef's kiss, my statement there, because it's just so beautiful, and really to actually not bookend it. It's not the word I'm looking for, or the phrase I'm looking for. Just to say, the ending of this episode was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Sam's Etch-a-Sketch, where he wrote and communicated with Ellie and his brother sometimes, just beautiful on his grave. And really, it's just the sorrow and pain of it all, but the beauty behind it, the friendship of love, of getting, that sense of it, I can't really express it, but I'm just gonna leave it there. Because it is long. It is very, very long, and I meant to do this last night, my time, New Zealand time. I didn't get around to it, and I know I've given you more detail on this episode than the ones the prior, but I think it warrants it anyway, in my opinion. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my prattling on. Please subscribe to the P.G.M show. That would be much appreciated. Thank you. If I got that word correctly outright. Comment down below if you liked it or not. That's up to you, my friends. Until then, take care of yourselves out there. Stay safe wherever you are. God bless you all. And until next time, I'll see you later.